I'm heading off to college next year, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty scared. There's a lot of unknowns, there's a lot of things that I'm not even sure what they're gonna be like. I'm gonna have roommates, classes, and all of these things that are completely new to me. And I wanted to make this video having just an open and honest conversation with you guys about my thoughts before heading to college next year. There's a few things that I do know though. I know that I'm gonna be in a quad with three other roommates. The setup where I'm going is actually a quad is where it's kind of like a suite style. It's two doubles and then there's a combined private bathroom and a common area. The common area is this area where each of us are going to have our own desks and then we can kind of lounge out and about in that area. And then obviously the private bathroom is going to be shared by all four of us and then the rooms are separated on each of the sides. But even with this, I don't know what my roommate's going to be like. I just found out his name, but I don't know much about him. And honestly, it's going to be tough trying to live with someone else because throughout my entire life, I've had my own room. I've had to share a bathroom with siblings and stuff like that. But having to share a room with a stranger and then having to share this bigger room with three other strangers is going to be completely new to me. And although it's an unknown, I'm excited to learn how to adapt to this new scenario. I'm going to build resilience as I figure out how to adjust to my roommates' lifestyles and how to best fit into their needs. Because if you think about it, they're also going to college with a new roommate, and I'm that roommate. So, from their perspective, they're kind of wondering, like, how is this guy going to act towards us? So I just need to keep that with an open mind. I need to make sure that I'm being respectful of them. I need to make sure that I'm keeping their interests in mind and that we establish great communication skills. So that's the room. But what about the classes? Well, I'm not entirely sure what classes I need to take yet. I'm supposed to meet with my academic advisor in a few weeks. I know that I'm probably going to have to take core classes like physics and chemistry and computer science. I'm also going to have to take a writing seminar, but that's going to be in the spring. And additionally, in the fall, I'm trying to take a freshman year seminar. But I'm not entirely sure which level of these classes I'm supposed to take. I've heard that these classes require 20 hours of work outside of the class period to actually succeed. And to me, that's a lot. That's 20 extra hours per class. And I'm going to have to take either 4 or 5 in the spring, 4 or 5 in the fall per week that I need to dedicate to learning. That's going to be a huge adjustment for me. But you know what? It's going to be worth it because going to this college is going to allow me to pursue a major that is right up my alley. Through my entire life, I've been interested in business, tech, and engineering. And the college that I'm going to, I'm not going to say the specific name, but if you're kind of a keen detective, you might have been able to figure it out by some of my past videos. But I'm going to be able to major in financial engineering. And that's just amazing to me because it's an opportunity to finally combine all of these interests into one while also having the skills and the abilities to be versatile going into the future. So, while I don't know what classes I'm supposed to take at the moment specifically, and how much time they're going to be taking outside of class and what that's going to look like in finding a work life balance and everything, what I do know is that this is an incredible opportunity. And finally, I don't know about what the community is going to be like on campus. I know that there's going to be students from all 50 states and dozens of countries there, but I don't know what they're going to be like. I've been sheltered, kind of living within my own community where I go to school and everything throughout my entire life. And I recognize that there's a lot of diversity around this area, but the diversity that's going to come from 50 states, dozens of countries, all walks of life is going to absolutely trump anything I've ever experienced here. And I just need to be ready to be able to adjust to that. I need to be ready to understand that when I go to college, these people aren't going to have the same viewpoints as me. They're not going to have the same lifestyles. They're not going to care about the same things necessarily. And it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, definitely. Um, but with all of that new diversity brings an exciting proposition because I'm going to be able to learn from all of these people. I'm going to be able to learn about all of these new cultures and say, what is this guy from Texas like doing? What does he do in his free time? Or this girl's from Senegal. What does she like to do? How did she grow up? What her Saturday mornings spent doing? Stuff like that. It's going to be so amazing to learn from all of these new perspectives. It's going to bring about new religions, thoughts, ideas, processes, and things that will completely just elevate my sense of understanding of the entire world. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. I listed the fact that I'm not going to know what living with roommates is going to be like. I'm not going to know what these new college classes are going to bring in terms of academic rigor. And I'm especially not going to know what the diversity is going to be like because I haven't experienced anything like it before. But what I do know is that I'm being given an opportunity to go above and beyond what I've ever been able to experience before. I'm going to be able to meet new roommates and build resilience and adaptability that will allow me to live anywhere and with anyone in the future, most likely. And I'm going to build lifetime friends, hopefully, from the people around me in residential colleges and classes. And then with these classes, I'm going to learn a work ethic and an ability to learn that I haven't ever been able to do so before. It's going to elevate upon my high school learning abilities and allow me to become the learner and someone who is just completely able to roll with the punches and have great time management in ways that I've never been able to do so before. And then finally, with all of this diversity, I'm going to learn so many new cultures and experiences and just be able to connect with people on a level I've never felt before. So honestly, going to college next year, I am scared. But what I do know is that there's many different opportunities that are coming my way. And that's exciting to me. Nervousness and excitement are very similar feelings. And I think it's okay to feel both. But as long as you're feeling both and you're not just feeling one or the other, then I feel like something's right. I am nervous, I am anxious, I am scared, but I'm also excited. I'm excited for what the future is going to bring. I'm excited to move in on that first day about a month from now, meet all of these new people, be able to laugh with them, learn with them, and build this community that's going to be my home for the next 4 years. So, if any of you are in the same situation as me, you're an incoming freshman next year, or you're just not really sure what an upcoming event is going to be like, you have something in the future that you don't know what it's going to hold, give me any advice in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling. And if you've been to college before, if you've been in my shoes, also give me some advice. I'd love to hear anything, any recommendations you have. And I know this isn't my typical style of video. I'd love to get back to making more of the videos I've been producing this summer, but I just wanted this to be more of a raw reaction because behind the camera, I am a real person. I have these feelings and these ideas and these thoughts that keep popping up because I don't know what it's going to be like. But I'm trying to keep a positive mindset. I'm trying to make the most of this last summer that I have before college. And I'm trying to build this community here where you guys can potentially help me do that. And I can maybe even help you too. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. Um, if you subscribe, it would mean the world to me. But just any engagement would be awesome. And yeah, hope you guys all have a great day. See ya.